today. Let's bring in now Ahmed Bostan from the Penny Appeal, a charity helping to provide humanitarian support to Gaza. Ahmed Bostan, thanks very much for making the time to speak to us again. So, as I said, 20 more aid trucks going in, and am I right in thinking that makes 74 now?
That's correct. It sadly is just a drop in the ocean in terms of the amount of need on the ground, but it certainly is welcome. We saw the first trucks arrive on Friday. Sadly, there were no trucks over the weekend, but since Monday, there has been a trickle of trucks coming through, but it doesn't go anyway really in addressing the needs on the ground. I'm sure you've heard it from the United Nations earlier, and you'll hear it from myself now, that we literally have maybe 24 hours or so to really turn the trajectory on what is an absolutely horrific and heartbreaking situation in Gaza. We're looking at a situation now where prior to this recent conflict, people in Gaza, families in Gaza had around 84 litres of water a day. That went down to 3 litres just around 24 to 48 hours ago. We're now seeing that families there, including those that are actually sheltering in United Nations shelters at the moment, have less than 1 litre a day of water in order to survive.
And Ahmed, that just lays out sort of how acute the problem is, because we've been talking a lot about the need to get fuel in to power the generators and for desalination, but, you know, water itself that's coming in, I guess, in plastic bottles is at a premium as well. When we talked before, you talked about 100 trucks being a minimum. I mean, where are we going to get to with this? What needs to happen in the next couple of days to make sure that aid can get in?
There needs to be a concerted effort on the part of everyone involved, all parties to the actual conflict, everybody negotiating and working around the world to open up far more humanitarian corridors for support and aid to come through. The Rafah border is, of course, open, but it is extremely sluggish at the moment, and there are a huge amount of restrictions. And again, checks need to be done. We totally understand the need for checks and the need for those to take place, but there needs to be a minimum standard agreement that the parties can come to, namely Egypt and Israel, and then that aid should come through. Now, the issue we've got with fuel is not just fuel in the literal sense, but the fuel is used to power the desalination plants of Gaza. For many, many years, people in Gaza, their water supplies have actually come from the desalination plants, and a fair few hundred of these have actually been destroyed over the past 2 weeks.
I certainly have. All right, Ahmed Bostan, appreciate your time again, and good luck in your fundraising. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's